Hello and welcome to your daily love message from your person. My name's Liz and this is Guided by Angels. And I'm going to bring in two beautiful decks of cards for this reading today. We're going to bring in the Twin Flame Soulmate Secret Edition messages and the love notes to find out what your person wants you to know, what's on their mind, what they are feeling, what they are thinking and what they are planning. So let's connect and see what we need to know. First card out, that's the one there. So I feel that's the most important one. And then the others are clarifying cards. So these are flying out of the deck, so I'm just going to pick them all up. But I feel this is the most important one there. So I'm going to start with that card. And then with the love notes cards, what do they want to say to you? Straight out, jumped over the camera there as well. So let's see what's going on in their heart and mind today. And obviously this will resonate with you no matter what your circumstances, no matter what the label is. So if you're a feminine wanting to know how your masculine is feeling, this reading will be for you. If you're a masculine wanting to know how your feminine is feeling, this reading is for you. Or if you've just clicked on this to find out how your soulmate or the person on your mind is thinking, this will be for you. So they are saying to you, sometimes out of nowhere, I get emotional over you. So if you think that they don't care about you or it doesn't affect them or if they are acting indifferent, they care. They get emotional, they'll cry, they'll feel all kinds of ways. And that's why you feel all kinds of ways, because you are connected. So if you're feeling emotional yourself, it's because they are feeling emotional. You feel what they feel. That's why you'll have those moments where you feel that urgency to connect with them, because that's exactly what they are feeling. They are feeling the urgency to connect with and reach out to you. Sometimes we act on that and then we get confused as to why they don't reply or why things don't seem right or why they're acting a bit weird. And it's because they weren't actually ready in that moment. They were working it out in that moment. They were thinking about it in that moment. So give them time to connect with you, because this is a huge sign today that they are going to reach out or tell you how they feel or make some kind of move because they are feeling emotional. And when you're feeling that way, breathe through it and let the feelings pass through, because you'll be okay. Affirm, this too shall pass. I'm okay. And if you need to have a scream, if you need to have a cry, if you need to go for a walk, if you need to put your phone down, that's okay too. Because sometimes out of nowhere, they get emotional over you. And that's also them saying to you, I get emotional when I'm out and about. So they could be in the shops and boom, something reminds them of you and they get emotional. Or something reminds them of you and they get turned on, or they feel it, because emotions aren't just about feeling teary or feeling sad. It can be about feeling excited and turned on. It can be all kinds of emotions out of nowhere, which means 1 minute they may be fine and then the next minute, boom, they're reminded of you. And then those emotions come up. And I know that you get that too, because that happens to you. You can have moments where you're absolutely fine and then boom, out of nowhere, they get emotional. You feel that way too. Your person is saying to you, do you want to know who I'm in love with? Read the first word again. It's you. It's you. So if you're worrying today thinking, does this person love me? Is there anyone else? Do they want me? Your person is saying to you, if you want to know who I'm in love with, all you have to do is read the first word again. I'm in love with you. That's who I'm in love with. So let go of doubt and fear and focus on the truth. And your person is saying, you make me crazy. And again, that's when they get emotional. They can feel crazy. Our emotions can make us feel crazy, like we're going a bit mad, like we're feeling insane, because it's so intense, this connection. You made me crazy and I wouldn't have it any other way. So your person is saying, yes, I feel a bit crazy and emotional and weird, but I wouldn't have it any other way because meeting you has changed my life. Even with the highs and the lows, even with the ups and the downs, even with the negatives as well as the positives, you have made me crazy and it's changed my life. Thank you for changing my life. Thank you for loving me. I wouldn't have it any other way. And if you're wondering who I love you. If you want to know who I'm in love with, I'm in love with you. That means they want you. Very powerful. So stop worrying about the karmic partner or anyone else, because they are in love with you. And maybe you're thinking, do they talk to people about me? Do they talk to their family or friends? They have done this. I've talked to relatives about you. Now, they may not have mentioned you by name. Some of them will, because maybe some of you know each other. It could be family connections. And they've talked about you to their mum or their dad or their sister, brother, family. They've talked to people. They may have a distant relative they talk to about you, someone they can confide in. But they've definitely mentioned this love or what this connection is or what they need to change. If they're in a karmic relationship, they may have well had a conversation with someone they trust in their family about how to get out of that because they've got feelings for you. So they may be name dropping you, they may not. Don't worry about that and think it's going to cause some problems, because they would never drag you into any form of drama. And that came through in yesterday's reading. They were saying to you, I'm silent because I want to fix it first. I'm silent because I want to deal with it before coming to you, because I don't want to drag you into that drama. So I don't feel they would put you in harm's way. They certainly wouldn't do it consciously anyway. And they are making decisions. So what they're giving me is a little bit of tooth pain, which is connected with decisions. So I feel they may even be talking to relatives about decisions they need to make in their life to be free to have this relationship with you. Yeah, and they've been detaching from the karmic partner or detaching from the karmic energies or the karmic situation, regardless of how things seem. So what this means is, when we look at social media, it can seem different than what we physically know because of a mask. Sometimes the karmic partner will put things on social media to make out everything's okay. Or they will seem happy on social media, or they may seem happy in their life. Or it may seem that everything's okay with a karmic partner or in their job or in their life because they may be around these people, spending time with them, pretending everything's okay. But it's illusion. It's illusion. It's a fear-based energy. It's false evidence appearing real. So don't get triggered by it or take it personally or even really pay too much attention to it, because they are detaching from that person. They are detaching from that situation regardless of how things seem. If you want to know who they're in love with you. But you have to believe in yourself to remember that. Because you might think, well, why? Look in the mirror. Why wouldn't they? Look how amazing you are. Look how beautiful you are, how strong you are, how valuable you are. This is also about a lesson of self-worth for you, to remember your value, to cherish yourself, to remember your power. So they are saying to you, regardless of how things seem in the physical world or social media or anything else in the community, I have been detaching from the karmic partner. That means they're not really spending any time with them. They're living separate lives. The karmic could be something else. It could be friends that they've got and they aren't around them as much as you might think. Or it may be that they're trying to find another job if their job is very toxic. Or maybe they are moving on from addictions or other things. So have faith that they know what they need to do. Yeah, and they're talking about this to people close to them. So again, it may not even be relatives they are talking to about you. They may have a close friend, or they may be connecting with the angels or loved ones in heaven. They are talking about the connection to those close to them, people they care about. So they may be confiding in them about what to do or getting some advice or closure. And this can also be about understanding. When they spend time with others, they get understanding. And I've spoke about this before. When I was in a relationship a while back, and I was in that relationship for a long time, and we were pretty much living separate lives, but I had my friends over and we had like a little get together, and all my friends at the time were talking about how amazing their relationships were, and it made me reevaluate mine. And in that moment I thought, wow, what am I doing? So I ended it with the person that night, and that opened so many new doors. And they give me fear, and obviously it's fear to move on and make changes, but they may actually be realizing through their family or through their close people what they do not want. And that's where they are with the karmic partner or the karmic situation, and they want you. So they are actually realizing through others how much they want you. And sometimes they want to contact you to ask if you miss them, because they may be worrying about that. They are saying to you, if you want to know who I'm in love with, it's you. But maybe they want you to know who you're in love with. They may be feeling insecure about the way you feel about them today. And they're saying, I want to contact you to ask if you're missing me. Are you missing me? So if they reach out to you, which they will in time, for some of you it's going to happen quicker. But if they reach out to you and just put, hey, and you're thinking, well, what am I supposed to do with that? Really what they're saying is, are you missing me? Do you still love me? Do you want me? Do you want to hear from me? One word means all of that. So don't get triggered if they just send you a hi or a hey or a it's me or anything that seems very, kind of submissive or, just very kind of indifferent, because it's their way of coming back in. And they're saying to you, I act happy on social media, but I'm really not. And there it is again. You're getting this message today that it's false evidence appearing real. They may be acting happy and acting like everything's okay, and you may be seeing things with a karmic partner and you're thinking, oh, they're happy then, he's not missing me, he doesn't love me. He loves you. They are in love with you. They act happy on social media because it's a mask. The saving face. They may not want to get into it with other people. Maybe on Facebook they don't want people who are their friends on there knowing their true self or their true business until they are ready to make changes. So they act happy on social media, but they're really not. And they're also giving me this is also connected with a Snapchat energy for someone. So they may be putting things on Snapchat to see if you care, to see if you're viewing their stories or if you're bothered by what they're doing, because they are actually concerned that you may not be missing them. And that can be because you're acting happy in your life because you're giving everything to you. And you may not just be acting happy when you're not. You may feel really happy right now. You may be doing well at work. You may be feeling good within yourself. And they are sensing that and wondering what's going on. So they're also curious about you. And they want you to know that you heal them. You're healing for them. Your light is loving and strong and nurturing. And they know that you're their one because they feel better around you. So when you're together, they feel empowered. Their life works better when you're in it. And they know that. They're saying, you're also healing for me. So I also feel they may have been talking about the way you make them feel, the way you empower them, the way they feel stronger with you, that they feel like they can do anything because you give them that strength. So if you're wondering who they love today, they love you and they are in love with you. So don't worry about anyone or anything else because they are detaching from that to be with you. I hope this helps. Have a great day and I'll see you soon.